of the Tampa Bay Rays.
It is Rays TV presented by Union Home Mortgage. Here under the dome at Tropicana Field, the Rays continuing their season-long 10-game homestand is Junior Caminero coming off his 16th home run of the season last night, hoping to go deep again tonight. Been hitting pretty good here at home, 406 here over his last several home games at Tropicana Field. I am Ryan Bass. Welcome, Rays and Royals, here game 3. Tampa Bay dropping the first 2 games of this series, hoping to get things back on the right track here today with a win against KC. It is a Wechter Wednesday. We will have a lot of Doug Wechter content coming your way. And as we like to do on a Wechter Wednesday, get an opportunity to get inside the guys' minds. We saw Taylor Walls defensively and the wizard he can be. Today, Doug talks hitting mechanics in the box with the Rays' 22-year-old Junior Caminero.
Take us through your swing. 22 years old, one of the best swings in Major League Baseball. We want to learn more about it, all right?
Yeah.
Let's start with the feet.
My feet stay a little bit with space to the line, so I gotta put in my bat point to my feet here. Just make sure if I have space, and then, you know, get comfortable on the ground, feeling on the ground. I got a feeling stay on the ground on my swing and all the bat.
Is that where the power comes from? The
Yes,
ground?
sir. Yes,
The ground up.
Feeling, stay my power, and then my right leg, and just swing.
That's a lot of power, too.
Yeah.
Why do you stand so far behind home plate?
I need space in the home plate. I need really space in the home plate. I need, you know, the guy throw me a lot of sinker. You know, I try to, if he stay too close to the line, I know how to spray, I know how to, you know, make a good contact.
Hard to get extended.
Exactly, extension.
So you start with your feet open.
Yes.
Why?
If it's starting open, I can see the ball more better.
Yeah.
My feet is too
closed off?
Too close. I can, you know, move.
Right, especially that inside corner pitch, right? You have a long stride, a bigger stride, because you're a big guy, right? And that's how you generate a lot of that power. When you get strided out that far, is it easy to get that power through the zone?
Go to the
stride, and
stride,
yeah.
and that far, mostly in the time, my hands stay back. I never come with my body. Yo, if I get like that, if you see my hand stay back and just like I won't continue my
the weight, all the power's
exactly,
on the back
the
side.
weight of the power here and then swing.
Junior Caminero, he's got more walks than strikeouts. 15-12 over his last 19 games at the Trop. Hey, tonight, pretty good pitching matchup. Griffin Jacks will be on the hill. He's been great since transitioning into the starter role. And then how about Noah Cameron on the other side? The lefty for KC made his debut against the Rays at Steinbrenner Field last year. They'll try to get the best of him today. Rays Royals coming up.
Introducing the new $10 Crispy Parm Pan from Pete.
We make it personal. By Rooms to Go. The July 4th sale is going on now at Rooms to Go. Shop and save store-wide. And by Suncoast Credit Union. Score fee-free checking with more perks to save big. Open your account at suncoast.com. Rays entertaining the Kansas City Royals. Game 3 of the 4-game series coming up, featuring the 2 power-hitting young stars, Jack Caglione and the Rays' Junior Caminero. Rays and the Royals in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Rays trying to turn their fortunes around against this club with Brian Anderson doing stats. Also a Wechter Wednesday, and with that in mind, let's go down to the field to Ryan Bass right now.
Well, I'm going to jump in front of Ryan Bass. Oh, there's Ryan. Look at this guy jumping right in there. Yeah, we got to have Ryan, of course, right alongside of us. But look, I'm going to tell you what, fellas, I am really excited to be in the well tonight for 2 reasons. Jack Caglione, on the Kansas City side, 6 bombs the last 5 games. Junior Caminero on the good guys side. He's hitting over 400 last 19 games at Tropicana Field. It's going to be a delight to see those 2 dudes battle it this close.
We will keep in very close touch with you to watch both of those young talented hitters throughout the evening. Look at the lineups brought to you by Orlando Health. Gardner Jensen leads it off, Nick Lofton, and then it will be the number 3 hitter at first base, Jack Caglione, whereas Massey Collins, Ray Meisner, and Tolbert rounding up the lineup.
Well, our blue moon bright spot is Griffin Jacks after transitioning into that starting rotation. This will be now his 11th start, but look at the numbers. ERA of 2.70, whip of 1.18.
And the first pitch, Jensen jumps on that and immediately extends his hitting streak to 15 games, swinging at the first pitch of the game, putting it into play for a base hit.
That is his longest active streak in Major League Baseball. And how about more? You see the strikeouts, obviously 36 and 40 innings worth of work. He has been very efficient as a starter overall. 14.2 pitches an inning as a starter. So again, expect this Royal lineup to be out there and be aggressive against him, just like Jensen was.
And the first pitch to Lofton is upstairs. Well, the Royals with 12 runs and 14 hits last night, and they have come out aggressive here with that base hit by Jensen.
That fastball 38% of the time total.
Oh, look out. And that pitch hits Lofton. So a single and a hit batter to begin this game.
Well, Lofton had 4 hits last night. That was a career high for him, including a home run in the first inning. So you can understand why Ray's pitching is going to want to, crowd him a little bit. You can see where Fortes is set up, so they're trying to run that ball in, and it just took off on Jacks.
So right away, Kansas City with a threat. And here's Caglione after the first pitch, and that's a foul ball picked up back of the bag down at first by Jonathan Aranda. Strike 1.
Yeah. Boy, B.A., you're right on with the aggressive approach from Kansas City. I mean, they're coming out swinging, and they put up some runs here this series so far. They're feeling pretty comfortable in the box.
Well, listen, they're hitting 285 here in the month of June, scoring almost 6 runs a game. Only the Brewers are scoring more than they are this month, so they're a pretty confident bunch too.
And he lays off the changeup right there, 1-1. Kansas City coming in with 5 wins in their last 6 games. One is down. Caglione has had a very good month of June. Look at those numbers.
Listen, this is in 20 games for Caglione. 9 home runs. 9 home runs. 19 driven in, almost a run a game. Look at the OPS at 1227.
Out of play the other way.
Those are the kind of numbers you see in MLB The Show.
Yes.
Those are video game numbers.
Right.
Those are ridiculous. One of the biggest differences in the month of June for Cags, he's hitting 389 on the breaking ball this month. He's identifying spin early and able to hit those mistakes.
Dougie, I was locked in on the pregame show. I heard that. I thought that was really interesting. Really interesting.
And a cut and miss. He gets him with the off-speed pitch. Changed up on it.
Yeah, Griffin Jacks has a really good changeup, and he locates it very well. And we've talked about the velocity of that pitch, and you see that middle finger right behind the baseball, which is why he throws a harder version. But if you're going to locate it like that, there's not going to be much these hitters can do with it. You can see, wasn't really fooled on the change of speed, but it's that location. Just get him off a little bit.
Perez ground ball short. Scooped by Walls. Out at second, out at first. On a 6-3 double play. And we go to the bottom of the first. No score.
Do you know why Original Tropicana Pure Premium is so delicious? It only has one ingredient. Just
for the Rays, brought to you by Orlando Health. Yandy Diaz, the DH, followed by Johnny DeLuca, and then Junior Caminero. Ryan Belade in the cleanup spot in front of Jonathan Aranda, Ben Williamson, Taylor Walls, Chandler Simpson, and Nick Fortes rounding out the Rays lineup.
Well, taking the mound tonight for the Kansas City Royals is going to be left-hander Noah Cameron, making his 15th start of the season. Even up on the record, the ERA of 4.20. 70 strikeouts, does a pretty good job here of limiting the walks, just 19 walks in his 75 innings.
Well, there's Yandy stepping in, and the pitch is upstairs. Yandy at 324. And a strike around the knees. But not a lot of at-bats in this Rays lineup against Cameron. Yandy with a couple official at-bats, 0 for 2 with a walk. He pops it foul on a play, and it's 1-2.
Well, there's the mix. The four-seam fastball averages 92, not overpowering by any stretch, but a changeup, cutter, curveball, slider, very occasional two-seamer. It's all about command, change of speeds.
On the ground, foul outside of third.
Well, BA, I figured you'd like Noah Cameron's arsenal. He's a big changeup guy, right? One of his better pitches, 22% of the time. Opponent's only hitting 185. Left-hander with a change piece. I know somebody like that.
Hey, listen, I had to have a change piece because I didn't have the heater.
It's a ball low.
Located. It's kind of crazy that if you can locate your fastball to both sides of the plate, occasionally change an eye level with a good changeup, there's not, that goes a long way.
Yeah, you tantalize them with that fastball, and then you dispose of them with the change.
So,
yeah,
Dwayne, BA just made pitching sound very easy.
Well,
if you look at my lifetime ERA, you would realize it's not easy for everybody.
Hey, look at the back of my card too, bro. I get the struggle. The struggle is real.
Yeah, but I enjoyed watching both of you guys pitch.
That's right.
So
Hey,
how do you like that?
You called some good ones for me, Dwayne.
Yeah.
How about the debut?
The debut. There you go.
Baby.
Yep.
Should have retired on top. 0 ERA lifetime.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Out of play, up the right side by Yandy, and we'll see another 3-2 pitch as he extends his at-bat against Cameron.
But BA, you're so right, man. You can locate. You don't have to throw 95 and above like everybody seems to be doing nowadays. But if you can tunnel, you can mix some pitches. But again, locate. If you're attacking guys, you know what? If you're pitching in plus counts, then more often than not, things are going to be good for you.
Well, you're seeing more pitchers like Cameron, like Parker Messick, like some of these guys that aren't going to blow you away with velocity. For the Rays, Nick Martinez. It's a style of pitching that these hitters don't see a lot of, and with them training for velocity, these guys that can locate, command, change speeds, that can give them fits if they're on their game.
3-2 again, this time on the ground to short. Over with the throw to first, and that's one away.
Now let's set up the rest of that Kansas City defense. In that outfield left to right, we've got Isaac Collins, Cameron Meisner, and John Rave. Joining Tyler Tolbert on that infield is going to be Nick Lofton, Michael Massey, and Jack Caglione, with Salvador Perez, the owner of 5 Gold Gloves, back behind the plate.
There is Perez back there. Johnny DeLuca swings and misses the opening pitch of this at bat.
It's got the gold patch there on the chest protector.
If I want a gold glove, everything I own would be gold.
Yeah, including the glove.
Yes.
Right?
I am promoting that fact that I want a gold glove to everyone.
Look at that.
There it is. Pretty special player right there.
Yep.
Part of the zone, or maybe up out of the zone, but a strike nevertheless.
Yeah, cutter. Or maybe a four-seam fastball that had some cut to it. Regardless, it was up and out.
Into right center field, cutting across. Meisner is there, and he makes the catch. 2 gone. And now Junior Caminero will bat. Junior connecting last night in the 8th inning for the Rays. One of his 3 hits and his 16th home run of the year.
Proudly right off of that C-ring, came down and played. And for a second, everybody thought that couldn't possibly be an out. Of course, it was not. It was a home run.
He takes a big cut, fouls it right back. And Junior was among those who quickly pointed out that it was a home run.
Yes.
He wanted number 16.
Yep.
Ball just comes off of his bat different, doesn't it?
The sound of it, you can hear it from up here.
Up the third base side, foul down beyond the bullpen.
So if it's loud up here, Dougie, it's going to be real loud down where you are.
Well, I got earmuffs on, man, and I can still hear it jumping off that bat. And you know, it was interesting. We got to talk to him yesterday, and just talking to Junior, and he was telling me the reason he stands a little bit further off the plate is because guys are starting to pitch him inside so much, and he wants to be able to get to that pitch. I say that because Cameron just did that right there. And that's how he combats it. His hands are so quick, but the fact that he wants to stand back in the box, that's another way that he can get to the inside corner.
Yeah, because that's what, and listen, and you know, Doug, as well as I do, you want to keep him from getting his arms extended like Cameron did right there.
And he strikes him out swinging. 1, 2, 3 on to inning 2. No score.
To everyone who finds...
Well, for Griffin Jax, our Ford keys, the height of efficiency. He has had 5 starts that he has gone 5 innings, and look at the pitch count associated with those starts. 66, you see it right across the board. Has not yet hit 70 pitches in any 5-inning outing. And it's just amazing how efficient he has been as a starter, just pounding the strike zone.
And the first pitch is a ball. Michael Massey. Collins next, and then Rave. Going to be out of play, 1-1.
Yeah, that's almost where you're taking the bullpen mindset into a starter, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're going out there knowing as a bullpen guy, you got to go in, you got to pound the strike zone. Well, it seems like he's doing just the same thing, except in the starting rotation, now getting stretched out to 5 innings per.
The liner into right, going to be a base hit. Going to go for a breaking ball.
The total number of pitches in those 5 starts, he is averaging under 13 an inning. Is it 12.88 an inning as a starter? The starts that he got through 5 innings, and so that's where he was able to, first and second, nobody out in the first inning, and get out of that with a ground ball double play, trying to look for the same thing right here.
Well, showing the bunt, and that pitch is down. Is it Collins, the hitter?
Well, Junior Caminero was so in on that particular attempt. I mean, Junior, he was coming in hard.
There's a strike.
That's the thing, though. If you're Collins and you're wanting to bunt in this situation, you want to bunt that ball up the first base line.
And move to first.
Did you see the glove drop? You go back, and if we can take a look at that. There was Nick Fortes was telling Griffin Jax when to throw it over. So as soon as Fortes dropped the glove, that's when Griffin Jax picked.
Out of the way. He did not go for the changeup.
BA, do you like it when your catcher was involved in the running game when they'd help you out with the pickoffs? I mean, obviously you have the plays at second base a lot of times. You don't hardly ever see it with just a standard pickoff over to first.
No, you know what? But you've seen it more this year, and I've seen it in other games. Them doing that, and I don't know if it's the pitcher having a hard time seeing that base runner over the shoulder because they're dancing out there. And this is what we're talking about. Watch, just the flip of the glove. Boom. That's all it is. That's the sign. Throw over right now.
I like the fact that the catcher's involved with it, because you can tell they're paying attention what's going on at first base, not just what's at the plate.
Softly lifted into left. Couple hops in front of Simpson for a base hit. And the first 2 men on again here in this inning to begin the second.
I mean, and think about some of these hits for the Royal hitters just off the end of the bat right here. I mean, just soft serve. 96 running up and almost out of the zone. Right off the end of the bat. Actually chipped the bat. And that ball floats out there and falls in front of Simpson.
Here's John Rave. And Rave showing the bunt. And he takes that pitch for a ball. And he bunts this one foul.
He bunts that one off Nick Fortes. Like Nick Fortes need to get hit again. I mean, he's been getting hit all year long, and now they're going to bunt one off his foot.
Hey, bunt situation, you know a guy's going to drop a bunt. What pitch you throwing?
Fastball up.
That's right.
That's it, baby.
That's what we just saw right there, right?
Yep.
Fastball up in the zone. It's so much harder to bunt. You know, it's funny. The younger pitchers think a breaking ball would be the hardest thing to bunt, but it's not. It's the easiest.
Pop foul, going to go out of play. Back to the left side.
Dougie, who are teaching these younger pitchers?
I don't know, not me, buddy. Yeah, and, you know, it's interesting. A lot of times when you ask a pitcher, you know, the very young pitchers typically, you're like, hey, you know, it's a bunt situation. What are you throwing? Well, I'm throwing a breaking ball. It's going to be hard to square up. No, you don't want anything moving downward. You want everything at the top of the zone to make it hard to get on top of the ball.
You're doing half the work for them. Having something moving down in the zone.
And there's the changeup again for a strikeout. He got the changeup for the strikeout in the first.
Well, then let's make it our Orlando Health slow-mo replay. Take a little bit off, take even a little bit more off. Boy, the location of that pitch, too. Change of speed, the location. And Griffin Jax has been excellent with the location of that pitch over the course of his, you know, season here as a starter.
Now it's Cameron Meisner. Meisner, 8 of 24 since coming up from the minor leagues for Kansas City. This is the off-speed pitch out in front.
To have a fastball at 96 and a changeup at 91, that's not a lot of separation. So like you said, BA, the location is even more critical, but that late movement too.
Yep. Yeah, he does get some plus fade. There's no question. There is no doubt about it. And you're right about the change. And that's actually a big gap for Jax. Usually it's 96 right here. 96 to 92. That doesn't leave a whole lot of margin for error. So that location had better be spot on. And for the most part, it's been.
Comes back with that changeup at 91. And it's 1-2.
Common theme for the Rays staff in general has been that changeup all year. You guys have been doing a great job of commenting on that, and you know, no different here with Griffin Jax. Highest usage all year is a month of June for that changeup for him.
Yeah, and like I said, it is a hard changeup, and it's real close to that fastball, but the location, the command of it has been the difference maker, and that's why he's very comfortable with it. He's very confident with it. He's getting results with it. He's been really good with it as of late. Like you said, that's why he's going to it more. You know, there was a time not that long ago where the batting average against that changeup was up over 300. It's now down to 240, which means the opposition's done a whole lot of nothing against it over his last few starts, and that's what you're talking about, Doug.
Just a lot more confidence, right? You start getting a lot of confidence in the pitch. You start seeing a lot of success with it. You're going to use it more.
Now 3-2. Ground ball right side. Out in second and a look toward third. Nothing to do at first. So they get the out on the force play. Massey goes to third. Meisner reaches on what turns out to be a fielder's choice. So 2 on, 2 out. Tyler Tolbert, the hitter. Tolbert, 2 hits in last night's game. It's a little bit wide. Tolbert with just 24 at bats, 6 for 24, and 5 stolen bases. So here's another guy on this Kansas City team who can run. And he is now ahead of the count, 2-0. His career in the major leagues, and very early in his career. 26 of 30 in the steal department. Two and one. Over to first.
You can tell when it's a close play when you can hear BA say, ooh, over the microphone.
You get, I know.
Hot mic.
So, yeah, right. You wear the emotions on the sleeve sometimes a little too much.
Meisner takes off, and that pitch is, did he go or not? He did not. That's going to be a stolen base for Meisner. They check down with Jimenez at first, and the count's going to go to 3-1.
Well, you take a look at the check swing, and yeah, he held up, but Meisner, was a little flat-footed when Jax went over on that pickoff, which is why you get kind of like, uh-oh. But now an disengagement is used up. He takes advantage with the stolen base and then the walk here. So,
well, the bases are going to be loaded. 2 outs, bases loaded. Ray's got a conference on the hill before Carter Jensen steps in, who already has extended his hitting streak to 15. So a lot of pitches here in the second as opposed to the first. Rays fans get ready for Kurds in the third. If the Rays score a run in the third inning, you score free Wisconsin cheese curds.
Be interesting to see how Jax wants to attack Jensen here, knowing that first time up, he swung first pitch.
yeah.
So how aggressive is he going to be? Is he going to go breaking stuff early, spin something early, try to get an easy strike?
Does he go with the changeup? You could do that too now that you've established. There it was.
And it's too low, taken for a ball.
That's exactly what he was thinking. If you're going to potentially be up there, be aggressive, even more aggressive with the bases loaded, you would think a young player wanted to drive in some runs. Challenge.
That's close there.
Ooh, they could have. They should have.
Yes. No challenge early in this game. The 2-0 and a ground ball right side. Williamson has it, flips to first. Kansas City will leave him loaded, no score.
Summer, our Toyota trend for Ryan Vilade over 13 games in the month of June. How about the numbers? 302 average, 3 home runs, 9 driven in, an OPS over 900. You got to like the opportunity that he earned and that he has taken full advantage of. Been a productive player for this Rays team, without a doubt. A nice, I mean, you don't want to say a surprise because they felt that he could play, but boy, he has done it at a high level with some injuries earlier this year.
Yeah, and good numbers when they count. He comes into this game hitting .342 with men in scoring position. And is ahead in the count now, 2-0 to begin the home half of the second. Aranda to follow, and then Williamson. Skies it, right side, foul on that infield. Look out, who's it going to be? And Caglione is there right with Pierce, but that ball.
They don't trust Salvador Perez. You remember the 2 yesterday that ended up in foul territory. One of them, Caglione, touched before it bounced foul. And right here, calling Salvador Perez off. He didn't have a good view of any of those pop-ups in yesterday's game. And Caglione right there calling off the 15-year vet, who I don't think looked real thrilled about that. Dougie, you were closer.
Oh, I was closer.
Here's Aranda the other way into left, and a diving attempt by Collins. He's going to come up empty, and Aranda's going to wind up at second base.
You take it. That looked like Collins was going to be able to make the play out, and he probably feels like he should have made that play. And boy, he did not get the most efficient route. Kind of went a little bit deep and then tried to round it back over and just did not get there in time, right off the end of the glove.
The 11th double of the year for Aranda. And the Rays have their first scoring opportunity of the game. Kansas City left a man on in the first, left him loaded in the top of the second. Now the Rays with Aranda at second. And Williamson looks at the first pitch, high and away. And there's pitch in the low 80s out front.
Pull the string.
He did.
He gets around anywhere from 10 to 12 mile-an-hour difference from fastball to change. Tough for the hitters to stay back on, especially if he's commanding the fastball. You see it right there, trying to stand him up.
Well, Tunnel's really nice off that fastball too, right? Looks identical out of the hand, from the fastball to the changeup. You know, the arm speed. I mean, he's throwing that with max effort, it looks like, or at least the same effort that he throws the fastball. That's where he gets that tight spin and rotation.
Doug, it's just like you in the golf. It's just like you in the golf.
Listen.
See, it's you don't swing less to hit the ball shorter. You just change the face of the club.
Well, I've never swung less, first of all.
There you go.
Never, especially when I got a 60-degree in my hand. It's a flop shot, and it's about 150 exit velocity. Stays 1 foot off the ground.
And so that's how, instead of him changing golf clubs, you just change the grip.
That's what he does.
The arm speed is still the driver. The arm speed still has to be the driver, but the grip is the old 4-iron, the 7-iron, the wedge.
Look at you.
You know, golf has never seemed so easy to hear it explained that way.
Well, listen.
But it's not.
No. Look on the back of that card, too, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Some high numbers.
Pitches to strike the walls.
Golf, you want those low numbers.
Yes, that's right.
I don't think I've ever heard BA do a golf analysis like that. That was incredible, man. You've been watching the U.S. Open.
No, I didn't even know the U.S. Open was going on.
No, you've been talking to the guys in our truck, and they've been telling you about my golf game, and that's why you wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, the only thing that I might add is that we would like low whispers.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yes. Golf claps.
Golf claps.
And he takes right to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Taylor Walls.
No, but really the concept is the same. If you're throwing a changeup, you're going to swing the club like it's a driver, and you're going to have the wedge in your hand that's going to take the distance off. And that's the same thing with the fastball and the changeup. It's fastball. I used to think with my changeup, my mindset was think 4-seam fastball.
Yep.
So 4-seam fastball, create some leverage and let that thing rip. My grip is not going to allow me to throw it that hard, and that's what you have to rely on. If you start throwing changeup while you're thinking changeup, that arm has a tendency to slow up just a beat, and that's all it takes for those hitters. They will notice that change very quickly, and then, well, you become a target.
Taylor Walls behind in the count, 2 men on, 1 out. Nice take there. The change up away. 2-2.
Dwayne, we haven't asked how his golf game is. That's the one thing. That's the kicker. How's the short game on BA?
Well,
you know, he's talking a big game here.
Not talking a big game at all. Listen, the golf game has not been put into practice since 2005.
Well, you haven't
bogeyed
in 20 years.
I haven't bogeyed in 20 years. Of course, I haven't parred or birdied or hossled one into the woods. Haven't done anything. No, it was my first Tommy John. I used to golf a ton, and then had the Tommy John in 05, blew it out again. Tommy John in 06, took 07 off. I had a 3-year span that I was basically rehabbing the elbow, and obviously wasn't golfing, and just never got back into it with my schedule.
Well, there's a swing and miss. Walls out number 2.
I'll tell you what, made pretty good use of the Advent Health strike zone here, did Noah Cameron. Threw that 91-mile-an-hour cutter and got Taylor to pull off of him. that front hip came opening way up, and that cutter just had a little bit of subtle movement there, and he was able to get that strikeout.
Well, it will be up to Chandler Simpson if the Rays are to advance this scoring opportunity. Taps it foul for a strike. Chandler at 264 coming in. And he has faced Cameron before, and 3 at-bats against him, 0 for 3. Lefty on lefty here. Now he's down in the count. 0-2.
You really don't see why Cameron would go away from that pitch in this count. 0-2. Give yourself a shot at another one. Maybe he chases that too. There's really no reason not to. See if Chandler is able to recognize that, and if that's indeed what he does.
Here it is.
That's a good take. So he did. He tried to expand it just a little bit more, and you don't blame him in an 0-2 count. Now you could do it again, or if you've got a shifting of the gears, you could go to something else right here too, because you've established that slider down and away. You've got those eyes peering out that way. Oof. Yeah.
And he goes for the hard stuff out there wide.
Yeah. He's trying to throw that on the outer half with a little bit of elevation, because again, you've lowered the sights and you've got him looking down and out over. All of a sudden that fastball up, he just missed.
Little tapper down off the mound to pick up and throw by Cameron. The Rays threaten. They leave 2. We have no score. Strike out 10 or more hitters during a home game. You get free Busch Gardens tickets. Visit CaneStrikeout.com for more details. Restrictions apply. McLaughlin to lead off the 3rd for Kansas City. Griffin Jacks on the mound for the Rays. Check swing, foul ball rolling toward the Rays dugout for a strike. Kansas City left the man in scoring position in the 1st. Left the bases loaded in the 2nd. Fly ball into left. Simpson back a few steps. Now he comes in and makes the grab. 1 away. Jacks had a 9-pitch first, 26 in the 2nd inning. And a quick out here to begin the 3rd. Jack Caglione. Taps it foul.
Well, one of the biggest differences from then till now, high school on the left-hand side, Jack Caglione, this season on the right-hand side. Look at the weight on the left-hand side high school. All the weight is out front on his front foot. Then you fast forward what he's done now, especially the month of June. Watch all the weight stay back as a Kansas City Royal and get that power translated right through that pitch. Pretty incredible, and you know, just being this close up, I mean, he's got a super wide stance, fellas, and you can tell all the power comes from the base. Pretty much a minimal movement from the lower half. Keep things simple in the lower half and generate all that pop by keeping the weight back.
And there's a fastball that gets him. So a 3-pitch effort by Griffin Jacks strikes out Caglione. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, the one thing that Jack Caglione still has in his game is he's got some swing and miss. He will strike out. Big power guy. That fastball, there's the weight transfer, not much of a stride, but that fastball beat him to the north. Good riding fastball by Jacks.
Salvador Perez, all 1.
Yeah, that was a cool side-by-side.
Yeah.
And you could see how long the stride was in high school because the stance was narrow. And then you widen it out so you don't have much of a stride, and it's just a weight transfer. But he is so big, powerful, and leveraged. You know, he can do that, and it keeps the movement to a minimum.
Simple and direct.
1 and 2.
I think the incredible thing is he still generates all that power.
Yeah.
With just such simple movement. You compare it to like a Junior Caminero, he has more of a violent lower half, right? Really gets into the lower half. But, you know, Caminero, obviously, the outcome is very similar. I mean, pure pop from these guys.
I mean, look at that, 443 in the first. It may have gone further than that. That ball was obstructed by the D ring.
And Perez is out on strikes. 1, 2, 3. Time now for another edition of Wechter Wednesday, starring Junior Caminero.
Big key for you, and I was going to ask you about that, is after the stride, your hands stay back. This is really important for you.
Yes, yeah, really important for me because my power is this in my hand.
The power's in the hands.
Yes, especially stay in the feet in the ground. But when I come to be aggressive to the pitcher, my hand always stay back.
You have one of the flattest swings in baseball. It stays in the zone for a very long time. And it's very tough as a pitcher to pitch against you because of that, right?
Yeah.
You generate a lot of power, and you're able to use center field, left field, and right field. You can hit it everywhere. I think, in my opinion, you are one of the best at hitting a fastball right around here. Yeah. Fastball's up in the zone. How do you get to this pitch right here? If I was going to hold a fastball right here, you can hammer this pitch. How do you do it?
That's easy because that's why my swing is playing. If I go there, just, you know.
Straight to the ball.
Straight to the ball. And the guy throw a little bit carry, I use in my swing plan.
Stay high, stay tall, get on top of it. Last question for you. What would it mean for you to be in the All-Star game again this year?
You know, that means a lot. Especially the fan take me the ball every single day. When I see the ball, how many balls we have, and take the lead, they make a opening third base in the All-Star game. Too special for me. And let's see what we got a couple of days. You know, very excited.
Well, we're excited for you. Keep doing your thing.
One of my favorite interviews all year, and this guy, everybody loves him. He's beloved in the dugout, and you can tell why. He's just so much fun to be around. But for a 22-year-old, this guy is actually very smart about his swing. You were talking about, and we were talking about how direct he is to that fastball up in the zone. He's catching 96, 100-mile-an-hour fastballs easily because it's such a direct swing path, right? A flat, direct swing path with minimal movement. B.A., you were talking about minimal movement on the lower half from Cagliari. This is direct movement, you know, on the upper half in the hands from Junior Caminero, and it translates to a lot of hard exit velocity.
Speaking of some velocity, foul ball by Fortes off the front of the third base dugout there for a strike. 0-1. Now it's 0-2. Time requested by Fortes. Scoreless game. There have been some opportunities. Fortes stays alive.
You know,
battling that pitch off.
Going back to that Junior interview and just talking to him, you know, you don't expect a young guy who has not been in the league that long to understand his swing so well. And, you know, from the footwork to where the power comes from, the hand movements, you know, what he's looking for, his approach at the plate, everything. I mean, it's all pretty scripted out. He understands it. And, you know, you put the skill level on top of it because he's got the fastest swing in the game.
Yeah, the interesting thing about that conversation, too, Doug, I think, you know, it's not just see the ball, hit the ball. There's an approach that this young hitter has. It's a chopper third base side scoop, and there will be no play. And Fortes, the Rays catcher, has an infield hit.
Well, the Rays lead the universe in infield hits. It's pretty remarkable what they've been able to do with some softly hit balls. Of course, they've got a lot of speed. That helps. But Nick Fortes, not known as a burner, but boy, did he put that in the perfect spot. Getting that hit there with 2 strikes.
Catchers are proud of those infield hits.
Oh, yeah. They don't get many.
That's right. Now Yandy lines it into left, and there's a base hit. And the Rays have the first 2 men in the inning aboard. Yandy picking up the single, extending that home on base streak now to 22 games.
Well, knuckle curve, and he was right on it. That ball dropping down, middle in, and look at, he just drops the barrel. That's what he does. The hanging breaking stuff, those are the pitches for the most part that he is pulling. That barrel gets through the zone and off it goes.
There's DeLuca putting down a bunt, rolling, and the pickup. Throw to first is going to be in time.
I got the feeling there that Lofton was for a split second debating, do I see if that rolls foul, because he got real deliberate around the baseball.
That's exactly right. I saw his eyes when he was coming in on that play. I got a perfect view of it, and BA, you're 100% correct. There's a split second here. He's thinking, is this going to be foul right here? Is this good? Should I blow on that? Try to get a foul now.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and fire it over to first.
And think about it. That thing was wheeling towards the edge of the turf. Yeah. If it gets off that edge, he may have been right, but he could not take that chance.
Now infield up with Junior Caminero at the plate, and runners at second and third, 1 out. Ball 1. A little close.
Well, interesting that he's going inside corner to Junior, and for me, Junior, they're looking like they're
Yep. Going to walk him.
Probably a smart move the way he's hitting that Tropicana field, but you know, Junior, the way he opens up his stance, he does that so he can see the inside corner pitch. And that was something he was telling me about, and so he's getting better and better at that inside corner pitch. I'm sure he was looking for it.
Well, the bases are going to be loaded with 1 out for Ryan Belade. And Belade up here. He's had some big hits for the Rays. Takes a strike. Hitting over 340 with men in scoring position. 286 overall to start the night. The chopper, first base side, out there. The throw to first is going to be wide. Rays get 1 run. They're going to get another one. Cortez crossed the plate, and Yandy scores on that throw to the plate as it skipped by Perez. And the Rays get 2 runs out of that to take the early lead.
And that really was the only play that Caglione could make. You take the out there, then you've got to make the accurate throw home, and it just was not accurate. He's throwing it on the run across his body, and he just yanked it right into the foot of Fortes, it looked like. And there's no other way to try to do this play. You just got to make a better throw, and it did not get there, and it did. Yeah, it hit right off the back of the foot of Fortes. And then here comes Yandy Diaz right behind him.
Well, here's Aranda. There's the pitch upstairs. So the Rays with 2 runs here in the third. Two and 0. Strike called on another pitch out of the zone up.
And another thought about it. He thought about it. That hand went up to the helmet again and decided not to, but he would have won. And that's a big, this is the swing count. You get to the 2-1, you could have been 3-0.
And now that breaking ball, and it's 2-2.
I think that's probably why he didn't challenge. He wanted to, but he's like 2-1. I'm still kind of in control of the count, so forget it. But it would have been 3-0.
The 2-2. Ground ball, that's going to be fair. Between Lofton and the line and into left. Another run will score. Caminero crossing the plate. And Aranda drives in the run. Picking up his 53rd run batted in.
Dougie, you and I were talking about this before the game, how Jonathan Aranda using the middle of the field and the other way. Look how deep he lets that fastball get. That ball is actually just about over the plate before he pulls the trigger, and he just smacks that ball the other way. So using the middle of the field and then being able to react to the pitch away and turn on the pitch that's in. That's where Aranda's been so dangerous.
Williamson takes a strike. Well, the Rays.
The batter's challenging the strike call.
Well, that's going to be challenged here. That called strike to Williamson. The Rays had a couple opportunities early, and they finally go for it and prevail. ABS, powered by T-Mobile, runs the count to 1-0. Rays got 2 runs on the Valade ground ball on an RBI and an E3 on the throw to the plate. Pitch is fouled back, and another run with Aranda coming up with the base hit.
Well, BA, we were talking about earlier how comfortable he is going to the opposite field. Look how deep that ball is. I mean, that's behind the foul line is when he's catching it, and he's just shoving it over to the opposite field. 27% of his hits go to opposite field. The identical same amount as go to the pull side. Right, so he's just as comfortable going opposite field as he is to the pull side. Meanwhile, he's trying to shoot everything back up the middle. And boy, he's just such a well-rounded hitter.
Three and one. Yeah, good hitter with the power to go with it. When you see him take the ball the other way that way, and also have a dozen home runs.
And that's what you're talking about. I mean, look at that. Look at that split. 28 to left, 28 to right, and the rest of them right down the middle. You talk about being balanced. You talk about being able to manipulate the swing. We always talk about bat speed. Well, Jonathan Aranda does not have elite bat speed, but he has elite bat control, and that's what leads to those numbers.
Well, a full count. Here's the pitch to Williamson. Lifting it into right field, and Ray will be right there to catch it. 7 men come to the plate. The Rays score 3.
This, by the way, is chicken fried rice. You can see this right here. Little spicy aioli sauce on it, too. It is available this homestand only, and it is named the Fraley fried rice. This is Jake Fraley's favorite dish.
Is it really?
So you can find it at the Rays Hall of Fame Bar and Grill right behind the Budweiser porch in center field. Now this is the good part.
Yeah, baby.
And by the
This
way,
is what
for the
I
first time ever on a
want
Wechter Wednesday, look at we got
that.
2 plates, which means
Come on
we
in.
get to share, baby.
Dig in on this thing.
A little
with me.
Wechter Wednesday. All right.
So we got fried rice.
This is one of those meals, by the way. I will tell you, come to the ballpark, you have a couple
Dude,
pops.
this
and
is
then
gonna get all over
you dive
me.
in. It's great.
Right.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, the subtitle to that is Great Temptation.
The only way we get Doug to stop talking.
Passing a ground ball to second.
You know, I was always of the opinion that sharing meant there was one. And if you each have one, you're not really sharing.
A very
fair
interesting
enough.
point you make.
I'll have
right
some of his
there,
then.
partner.
Not a big fan of what BA just said. Oh, dude. Oh, dude.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, Wexter's policy is bring your own.
Yeah, I don't share. That's my policy. Oh.
By the way, boys, we're going to Kansas City. This next road trip,
Yes.
Dougie's with us.
Oh, yeah.
This flashes me back to last year. If you've ever seen somebody crush some barbecue, nobody does it like my man Doug Wechter. We're going to have a repeat of that on the road trip.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah,
that's quite the compliment, but it's probably true.
I saw the pictures.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures.
Erase those.
Yes.
Erase those.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
The meat
almost,
sweats. Those are called the meat sweats.
You almost took over the moniker of rib sauce. Very close.
Oh, wow.
You're very close. You were that good.
I'll tell you, that's climbing a big hill.
That is, Dwayne. Those are big words. You know.
2-1.
Oh.
Here we go. Look at that. You know, he's a happy
look
camper
similar
right
to that.
there.
You got to have that.
That was Kansas City. Maybe I'll bring my cowboy hat. The fungo bat on the right that is actually a hot dog. I got through about a quarter of it and I was like, oh man, I don't think I can do a broadcast after this. The nacho cheese was solidifying.
The 3-1, and it's fouled back.
So I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I did cut back on what I was eating at lunch today, knowing that I was going to have something. And this is outstanding. This is really good. It's not food that you would assume that you'd get at the ballpark, but it is really, really good.
Fried rice. You do fried rice properly, and it is, yeah, it is so good.
It's got some soy sauce on it. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, a little chicken on top.
A little soy, a little chicken.
My microphone's going to smell like soy sauce for the rest of the game.
Ooh, you got a quick turnaround tomorrow. We'll see how puffy you get.
Oh, yeah. I'm carb loading for my race.
Oh, that's a strike 3 call right there. The second out, Collins.
That's what you're looking for.
At Griffin Jack's pitch there.
For breakfast tomorrow. How about the back door, though? How about the back? Good pitch execution.
Yeah. Talk about rolling into the ballpark.
Yeah, well, listen, it's a 12-10, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, it's show and go tomorrow.
Rave taking a pitch down.
I love the day game.
Yep.
We know that. Well established. But even the nooners is the best. Prepping the grill by 4:30.
Are you still going to get a lift in tomorrow morning?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
I'm going to plan. I got to go a little bit early, but I'm going to come rolling in ready to go.
Hit a little cardio for me.
Done. We got. Hey, listen, the gym I belong to, they new cardio equipment across the board. Good stuff. I'll put it to work for you.
There you go. I'll keep eating this rice.
2-1 is hammered deep into right center. Millay looking up. He'll play it off the wall. Got a good carom, but it will be a stand-up double for Rave. It comes with 2 outs here in the 4th.
You take a deep breath and you say, hey, I'm going to have to get a little bit better here. You see the 4-seam fastball, and that ball just runs to the middle. At the belt, middle of the plate. Just a mislocation. And Rave, Rays are fortunate that Rave did not get that ball out of the ballpark. Hits up there about 2/3 of the way up the wall.
And here is Cameron Meisner. Reached on a fielder's choice. Got a stolen base. 2nd inning. Out front, strike 1. One. Kansas City coming in with wins in 5 of their last 6 games. And in that stretch, they've hit 15 home runs and averaging over 8 runs a game. Change up again. That's been a tough pitch for Meisner to handle here against Jacks.
Yeah, he's not recognizing it. And Griffin Jacks is recognizing that. And so you keep going to it. I mean, he's kept it out of the zone. The arm speed on Griffin Jacks' changeup is elite. That's what makes it such a great pitch. That one just got away from him.
2-2. Yeah, and if you just focus on Jacks and his delivery of that and the arm speed, you have no idea it's going to be a change.
No. He
Which
keeps
is the
it.
point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and there is a
strike call.
He just
going
punched
to have
him
a
out.
challenge.
Yeah, he just punched him out. Griffin can head to the dugout anytime.
And that is strikeout number 6. So a man left at second base, and look at those guys. Boy, what a joy that is.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for $250
to local nonprofits Visit suncoast.com/Rays for more information. There's a shot. Well tagged down that left field side by Taylor Walls. And unfortunately for Taylor and the Rays, it's a foul ball. He jumped on that as Taylor looking for his first home run of the year. It's 1-1. Hey, let's check the quality of this catch.
Leaning over the rail. That's perfect execution.
That, huh?
Hey, two hands. Two hands.
Good one.
Textbook, isn't it?
Yeah, good advice.
I think so.
Oh, he gets a nice handshake from
he's in tarps off territory. Goodness.
Ground ball, that's going to go by Lofton and up the left field line. Here's Wall digging for two, and he is safe. He got in there with that left hand. Throw it to the outfield side. He went in head first to the infield side and has himself a double.
The little swing move. Swing move by Walls. Able to hammer this ball right by Lofton. Doesn't have a whole lot of range there. Not able to make a play on it. And then here comes the play at second. That ball, Taylor starts to cut in, and then here's my right arm. Oh, no, it's not.
You show it, you take it away, and you go in with the left.
Well, and that's why in today's game, the ball can beat you to the bag, but with replay, the tag's got to be spot on.
Bunt by Chandler. Throw down to first, and over to third goes Walls.
That's a heck of a play there by Salvador Perez. Talk a little bit, Doug, about, you're down there close. That ball coming out. There's no margin for error here. And he's got to make a clean grab on that second bounce, or he's never going to get him. Wait for it, and then barehanded. I mean, any little hiccup, and you're not going to get him.
So with one out, the infield comes up. Cortez fouls it, strike one.
Dougie must still be eating Fraley's Fry Rye.
I think so. Yeah, I heard it. I'm just putting the food down right now.
Sorry, guys. Caminero just called me over to ask me how the rice was. Seriously,
Nice.
That's what he did. He's like, hey, man, how's the rice? I was like, oh, it was really good. I gained about 5 pounds. BA says I need more cardio.
Oh, well, and I'm going to do it, and I'm doing it for you tomorrow.
So it's all perfect, man.
It's the buddy system.
Here's Fortes getting hit by that pitch.
Trying to come in once again. And just grazing that left elbow. Like he needs to get hit again by anything.
There's Junior. Yeah, we're pretty much best friends after the interview yesterday, guys.
Yeah,
good work.
At least in my eyes.
Well, if he's coming to you for food advice.
Oh, well, he knows where the experts are. Yeah, he was looking at me. He's like, hey, what did you think? What'd you think? I was like, I thought he was asking about how'd the breakdown go? I was like, oh, well, I think it went great. He's like, no, man, how's the rice? I was like, oh, it was outstanding.
That's a line drive, and it's going to be over the head of the shortstop. Yandy drives in a run. Crossing the plate, Taylor Walls. Cortez winds up at third, and Yandy Diaz with a hot shot liner over the head of Tolbert. And the Rays now have a 4-0 lead.
The changeup stayed up, and Yandy is able to get out and around that baseball. Another off-speed pitch that he pulls. That pitch was on the outer third of the plate, and he's still able to get around it. Drive in another run. Keep the pressure on. That's what they have done here to Noah Cameron in this ball game. Every inning they're out there just continuing to put the pressure on him.
Well, the Royals talking over on the mound. We'll remind you, fans, time to vote. Help send your favorite Rays players to the 2026 MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia. Cast your All-Star vote now and knock off 20% of your ticket purchase. Make your voice count. Vote Rays today at RaysBaseball.com/vote. Well, Junior has a lead in that third base competition, but it's close.
You got to get on it right now for Junior Caminero, because Kazuma Okamoto, he's got a country voting for him.
Yeah.
Up in Toronto, Canada, the whole thing. So you got to keep it going for Junior.
There's a shot off the bat of DeLuca. That's going to go all the way back to the corner. Cortez scores. Yandi's going to go to third. It's a double for Johnny DeLuca. Another run home, and it's 5-0 Rays.
Boy, no sign of let up. Another changeup. And this one actually is down, but it's down middle. And DeLuca gets a great look at it. Boom, drops the barrel and just kind of wrist roll that ball down into the corner.
Well, you see that from DeLuca ever since coming back. Really the ability to stay on the off-speed, secondary pitches, and his timing's been so good. Missed 2 months and came right out like he hadn't missed a day.
Junior Caminero pitches inside.
My fellows, it was so cool. You just talk about the All-Stars, and I chatted with Junior about that, what it means to him. It means the world for him to be able to go back there and just represent the team, the country, everything about it. And he just has so much fun playing baseball, and you can tell he feels very blessed to put on that uniform every day, and he knows that being selected as an All-Star is special. He's not taking it for granted.
2-0, and he fouls that one back. A big cut, 2-1. Well, he certainly made the most of it last year, that All-Star experience.
My take after seeing him that All-Star experience is we got to get this guy in the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I mean, he is the bigger the stage, the better he is going to show up. And not to say he's not showing up every single day during the regular season. He's just amazing what he does, but he just has that it factor.
Yep.
Well, look what he did in the Winter League playoffs. I know you just think about World Baseball Classic.
The cut miss out front. The count is full. Well, and as you guys know, the season is an endurance thing. You get to the postseason, it's an event.
Yeah, well, and that's why I've never understood when you get into the postseason when guys talk about being gassed or no, you get a second wind like no other. It's the greatest thing out there.
Junior draws the walk, and that will load the bases.
Well, let's go back to that WBC. Paul Skeens versus Junior Caminero, and wow, get around that sweeper.
So, fellas, I was actually at that game. I took my son Caden. We were able to go out to that game, and when I say the atmosphere was electric, that was early in the game. I think it was the first inning.
Yeah.
And obviously Skeens going up against Caminero in that lineup, it was unbelievable. I mean, I've been to World Series events, sat in the stands, obviously BA, you pitch them, but just incredible atmosphere there. And, of course, Junior rises to the occasion.
Yeah, no, I think that you're absolutely right, though. You get him into the playoff series and see what he would be able to do and how he would just soak up that atmosphere. It wouldn't affect him one bit.
Valade fouling a pitch away to take the count to 1-1. Bases loaded here with one out. The Rays with 3 hits, a walk, a hit batter, 2 runs home. It's 5-0, and they have him loaded. Yandi's at third, Johnny DeLuca second, Junior Caminero at first, and Valade takes ball 2 inside.
I'm seeing a trend from Cameron, especially against right-handed hitters. When he gets in trouble, he tries to pound that fastball and the cutter combination in on the hands of these righties.
And there's very little margin for error there. It's an interesting strategy, because you don't have a lot of margin for error. If it is not right on that inside corner, and even if it is, okay, you get strike 1. But if it's off, you fall behind in the count. If that ball runs a little bit back out over the plate, it's going to get absolutely hammered. So for that to be the strategy to try to live in, interesting.
Just a little piece, or did he miss it? No, he missed it. And he is out on strikes.
Boy, a slider that bounces, and he's able to entice him on that pitch down. And then how about the block there by Perez with those bases juiced?
Well, now it's going to be Jonathan Aranda, who is 2 for 2 off Cameron. Bases filled with Rays runners. Pitch is down. Aranda, the 8th hitter of the inning. Too wide, 2-0. Rays facing Noah Cameron, 26-year-old lefty. And a strike, 2-1. Well, the RBI leaderboard, and you find Jonathan Aranda 5th there with 53, including the one tonight. Down the left side toward the corner. That has some carry and is a foul ball.
Oh, boys.
How about that? You get to that low wall down there.
Tell us, Doug,
how
far?
I'm tracking it. I am tracking it the entire way. I thought it was going to be a fair ball the entire way. It might have missed by what? Let's call it a half foot?
Oh.
Maybe somewhere there. I think it got the Ray, by the way. Yeah. Right here, and then whoop, right up the Ray.
Yeah, that created a slow spin from the Ray.
Well, how's that going to affect the lines on the race?
So you're not taking the Ray?
No, I'm not taking the Ray.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Raymond now.
Yeah.
He was in the background just watching. He could have caught it.
And that's close.
The catcher's challenging a ball call.
Catcher's going to challenge it for Kansas City.
Uh-oh.
Just
overturned.
the edge of the plate. Second time in this series already that Aranda's been burned with a close one. But the Rays lead 5-0.
Without T-Mobile 5G home.
Join the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field Saturday, June 27th, where they honor the men and women who serve our communities on Law Enforcement Appreciation Night. Visit RaysBaseball.com/law enforcement. 5th inning. Tyler Tolbert leads off, the number 9 hitter. First pitch strike from Griffin Jacks. That one is shot foul down the third base side. And it's 0-2. There's the line on Griffin Jacks, 64 pitches. Now to second. Williamson all over that one, and the throw to first. That is out number 1.
Just that one walk when you see the line. He's been so sharp here recently. Last 3 coming in, just 2 walks in 15 innings. Again, pounding that strike zone. And, you know, we've talked about it earlier in the broadcast is, you know, with his stuff, if he's in the zone, it's going to be success.
Top of the order, Carter Jensen. He already extended his hitting streak to 15 with a first inning single. The 2-0 count. Jensen laying off the changeup. Did 357 during that 14, now 15 game hitting streak. 2-1. about that one? Braves will take it.
Yes, they will.
Full count.
We gotta love that combination, though. Change up outside, and then you go sweeper inside. Now you just wonder what Jensen is thinking, because Jax has so many weapons to come at you with.
You know, the other thing on Jax, he's had that little blister issue, and the Rays looking to see that diminish more and more. Here we are in the 5th inning, and he gives up a walk right here.
You know, Doug, going back to what you were talking about, here's the thing on that pitch sequence for me. If you throw that changeup off the plate away, or you get that strike, and now you've got that hitter, he's looking out over the plate. So if you're going to try to surprise him in with the sweeper, it's got to be on the plate, because he's not going to swing. He's looking on the outer half. You're going to catch him looking at whatever you throw in. So if you don't keep it on the plate, that's what you're going to do. You're just going to throw another ball. I would have liked to even seen him go with the fastball in there. He would have locked him right up. But you've got to keep that pitch on the plate, because you're going to freeze him, and he will not swing. So if you're going to throw that sweeper and sweep it off the plate, you're just giving him ball.
Lifted back into center. DeLuca tracking it in and to his left. 2 gone. Jensen at first. Caglione will be the hitter. Well, out of Plant High School. Dug a long line of talent.
A lot of them coming from Tampa Bay and Plant specifically. How about that list right there? Got some hitters. One pitcher, Woodford.
Ground ball, look out over the mound, and that ball's going to get beneath the glove of Walls. That will allow Jensen to go to third, and moving up to second, Caglione. By the time the Rays could get that ball back in, and there'll be men at second and third now with 2 outs.
Boy, what happened there? Taylor Walls just getting eaten up by this ground ball. He's trying to back a little bit just to get a better hop, and he just misjudged it. That's all. You know, he's trying to get right here the best hop that he can, because he's got time. And boy, you saw the glove come up just a little bit. He obviously thought the ball was coming up there, and it did not.
Now it's Perez. This is the off-speed pitch, strike 1. So the error charged to Walls, which is 5th of the year. Walk and an error in men at second and third, 2 outs. Walk here by Fortes.
Oh, BA, I love your breakdown when you were talking about Sal Perez in the pregame show, how he was a pull side power hitter before it was popular.
Before the StatCast era.
Yep.
Yes.
That's all he wanted to do before. Everybody wants to do it now, but beforehand it was like, hey, you know what? This is my strength. I can go pull side with home runs with the best of them.
He's within 4 of the franchise record, which was obviously George Brett.
And he took that pitch down. 2-1. Got him to chase. That pitch swept off the plate. 2-2.
Well, you see a swing like this, I'd have a tough time not going right back to that pitch.
Amen.
I mean, it looked like Sal had no idea what was coming.
Right. And that's in a 2-1 count where he's, you know, allegedly in control. There's a pretty good take there.
And the count's full.
That's the thing, and I agree with you. I would have gone right back to that pitch too, but that ball came out of the hand down. You know, that really was not a competitive pitch, not as competitive as he wanted it to be.
3-2 and a liner end to left, and right there, and it's misplayed by Simpson. Well, he was all set to make the catch to end the inning, and instead the inning will continue with 2 runs crossing the plate. And Perez reaches on the error.
think about the miscues in this inning between the walk and the 2 errors. This is the end of the inning, right? And I don't know what happened there. If that ball, I'm not really sure. He was set up and just grazed the bottom of the glove, the thumb part of the glove, and went right off the body. He's there, he's watching it in, and he just missed it.
2 unlikely defensive occurrences here, leading to 2 runs and the inning being continued. An error on Walls and now the error to Chandler Simpson. The Rays with a full-scale conference on the mound with Michael Massey about to step in. So the conference breaks up. Griffin Jax now at 80 pitches. Massey fouls it out of play. And a single in the second, giving him 1 for 2. Lines it up the right side, and that's going to be a fair ball. Into the corner. Perez will go to third. They're going to stop him there. And suddenly here, with the extra outs at second and third, in a 3-run game, Isaac Collins will be the hitter. Rays with bullpen action.
The changeup right there, and that's what we talked about. If the location of the pitch is not there, then you set yourself up for that right there, because it really, at the end of the day, has more of a BP fastball feel velocity-wise, and Salvador Perez, not a burner.
Now Collins, 1-0. Fastball wide there.
Wonder if fatigue is setting in a little bit here with Jax. 83 pitches. He's typically been around 62, 69 pitches last 3 to 4 outings.
Yeah, a little over 20 pitches in this inning now.
I thought he was going with the fatigue on Salvador into third base.
No. Listen, that might have been. Well, I'll just, yeah.
We got you.
Yeah.
You're good.
You're good. Yeah. He can hit.
Yes, he can.
Hey, that's a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Gonna lose.
Gonna be challenged.
Going to lose. A nice little backdoor wrinkle right there by Jax to get the jump in this count.
That's correct. Kansas City has 1 remaining.
I'll tell you, I mean, you have been right on. You've got a nice streak going here.
He does. And you know what? PA's very confident when he calls it, too.
Absolutely. I mean, when he says it, I believe it.
Yeah. It's kind of like I'm getting to peek behind the curtain, fellas.
Time requested by Collins. Three-pitch innings so far. Here's number 24 on its way into the dirt and blocked by Cortez. Take a look at that block.
I mean, look how far out in front of the plate. That makes it the degree of difficulty with how far out in front of the plate. Plus, it's a breaking ball, so it's going to have that reverse kick.
Yep. Big pitch right here, 2-2. And very close. And we're going to go to 3-2.
You know, and being in complete control. And obviously the walk and then the 2 errors have really cost him. And then
that's strike 3. Well, he froze him. Strike 3 call. Kansas City on the board with 2. The Rays lead 5-2.
The 3-time champs back to back are in the house. The University of Tampa baseball team here tonight being honored at Tropicana Field. Nice little first pitch there. And how about Joe Urso, the Plant High alum, head coach of the UT Spartans, winning their 3rd consecutive championship, their 11th championship overall, and they became the first NCAA Division II baseball team to win 3 straight national titles. I had a chance to talk to Coach Urso on the field. B.A. Dwayne, when we talk about turnover, he said this year's team, all he had back from last year's group, the second baseman, catcher, and bullpen arm. 22 new dudes to this year's program, and yet they still win it all again. That, my friends, is a baseball factory over there at UT.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning here. 1-1 the count, and the pitch is fouled out of play. So Ben Williamson behind in the count. 1-2. Taylor Walls next, and then Chandler Simpson. Ooh, and a strike call. Williamson caught looking for out number 1. He's facing Noah Cameron. They have 5 runs off him. 3 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Now batting in the 5th. Taylor Walls fouls it out of play. Taylor picking up his 9th double. One and one. Two balls and a strike. To center field. Eisner is there. Two up, two down. Rays fans, not too late to grab a 2026 membership. Explore prorated pricing to finish out the season. Members can also enjoy postseason priority, new ballpark ticket access, exclusive discounts, and more. With options to fit every need, your plan just a few clicks away. Visit RaysBaseball.com/memberships. Chandler Simpson fouling 1, strike 1. Two. Rays had a 5-0 lead, now standing at 5-2. And the ball running the count to 1-2. Too much time as Simpson less time and steps back. Cameron about to make his 100th pitch of the night, and it's fouled. Breakout for Cameron. 1-2 again. Oh, look out. Chandler twisting and turning to get out of the way of that one.
I don't know how he got out of the way of that one.
The curveball tracking him. Curveball that slips out.
That missed him by an inch.
Yeah, right under the armpit.
I want to take a look
You know, it's been nice seeing Chandler Simpson turn it around a little bit here recently. Last 5 games, he's 6 for 18. And also those 3 stolen bases. I know you guys know how important it is for him to get going on the bases. Just seems like the league had adjusted to him for a little bit there. You know, changing the way they've been throwing to him. Now he's kind of adjusting back. Oh.
Set to resume. 2-2. And he bounced that one. Got it on the backswing as well. Action down in the bullpen. Lucas Ursek, the right-hander. And a liner, going to be a base hit. He got it over the head of Massey. Simpson is aboard with a 2-out hit. The Rays, their 8th hit of the night.
Boy, he's able to get out and around that breaking ball down and away. Good job of keeping that ball out of line. Doesn't overswing. You know, that's a pitch that Cameron wants you to try to pull. But the fact that he was able to get out around it and underneath it somewhat to get that line drive, pretty impressive. Now will he go? Cameron's been stingy in the running game. Giving up 1 stolen base in 3 attempts with a pickoff.
1-0 the count here to Nick Fortes. Over to first, in the back of the bag. Goes Chandler. Fortes with the 2 runs scored. Walls has scored a run. Caminero has scored. Yandy has scored. Stairs. 2-0.
Starting to lose that breaking ball.
Yes, he is.
105 pitches in. You got to think this is probably his last batter, no matter what. You got Yandy Diaz coming up.
Oh yeah, he will not see Yandy, no doubt. You're right, Doug.
The outside edge. 2-1. Runner on the move, and the pitch pops away from Perez, and that's going to be a stolen base. Simpson picking up his 18th steal.
You won't get much easier than this right here. He gets going, and that ball in the dirt, and Perez cannot come up with it. And so he's able to get out there, and that's now, what, 4 stolen bases in his last 5 games? So that's starting to pick up once again. Did not have one in the previous 30 games.
It's popped down the left field line. Lofton after. Tolbert out from short. Going to be a tough play, and he makes it. A backhand grab as he angled toward the bullpen. The shortstop out there along the left field line. 5-2 Rays through 5.
The Welcome Home celebration is...
Rays TV is brought to you by Advent Health. You are our priority in a medical emergency. Advent Health. And by Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. Cole Sulzer will be the new pitcher for the Rays, facing John Rave. First pitch is strike 1. Rave has struck out and doubled. Over the plate, but down 1-1. There's 3 outings there. Now he's ahead of Rave. Jack's made 88 pitches. 5 innings, gave up 5 hits, a couple runs, struck out 7, walked 2.
You know what that tells me, Dwayne? That maybe that little blister issue is a thing of the past.
That would be great.
He got close to 90 pitches, was not hampered at all. And then you start to think about him being able to go past 5 innings because he can be very efficient. We have seen that. Got hurt a little bit today with a couple of walks and a couple of errors, and it extended that inning. But still, he threw the ball extremely well once again.
Yeah, those 2 runs he gave up were unearned.
Yeah, so 5 hits and the couple of walks that we were talking about, scattered those and really should have been unscored upon. 7 strikeouts. Gotta love what you've seen from him out of that starting rotation.
He's really starting to come into his own, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, the comfort level, I think, is really catching on. You go out there and now all of a sudden he feels comfortable going into the 4th, 5th, and potentially, like you guys are talking about, in the 6th inning and beyond. And it all goes back to the command with his nasty stuff. Being in the zone, you're going to rack up those punch outs.
Those numbers, I mean, speak for themselves. Almost a strikeout an inning, the ERA, the WHIP, all the things, and the Rays have done it once again. This is the 4th time in the last 5-6 seasons where they have taken a guy out of the bullpen during a competitive major league season and transitioned him into the starting rotation. Jeffrey Springs, Zach Littell, Drew Rasmussen, and now Griffin Jacks. And they've all of the transitions have gone very well. Not like they've given it a try and it's kind of faded off. These guys have been able to do a spring training buildup during a regular season.
Down to play. The count still 1-2.
You just don't see that. You transition guys in spring training, maybe?
Yeah, you don't see it, but it fits right in with what the Rays do. You're not surprised.
No, you're not. And boy, oh boy, the track record. It's like they know what they're doing.
Apparently so. Swing and miss by Meisner. 2 up, 2 down.
Talking about another guy who knows what he's doing. Cole Sulser been throwing the ball very well here recently. Last 3 outings been scoreless.
Well, he gets it done kind of like Brian Baker with the idea of the fastball changeup combo. And he's right around, 85% fastball changeup. He's got a couple other wrinkles he'll throw at you, but between those two, it is that combination that gets it done.
Tyler Tolbert going to get back for a strike.
It's so interesting. You guys are talking about the transition from bullpen to starter. That never used to happen. It used to be the opposite, right? You see something, it's always the starter who might be struggling a little bit. Well, let's put him in the pen.
Well, who is that? Is it Chafin? Andrew Chafin? Had the T-shirt that he wore
failed
with pride.
Starter.
Failed starter. After he had moved to the pen.
Classic.
Yeah. So good.
It's almost punishment.
So good.
You're going to the pen.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not that. 1-2. The Rays just aren't afraid, to come up with an idea to implement it and have it work out.
And here's the thing. You come up with that plan, and you have to have the buy-in from the player.
Yep.
I mean, think about that. We're going to transition you into the starting rotation during the season. These games count. And we're going to let you go 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and build you up like we would in spring training during a competitive major league season. And this is the group that we are talking about. Drew back in 21. How'd that turn out for him? Same thing with Jeffrey Springs. And Zach Littell was outstanding with the Rays and beyond.
If you're a bullpen arm right now and you're getting acquired by the Rays, I mean, show up early. You got to be excited with what they're going to do for you over here. Kyle Snyder and the staff, they just do such a tremendous job identifying guys who can be successful.
Jensen with a popper into short left, and Simpson comes on to make a sliding catch out there in short left center to retire the side. Let's take a look at this. Holds it in the glove. 5-2 Rays.
Wednesday. But Dougie, I know you've been talking about Johnny Aranda. He's on a 7-game hitting streak now, and in his last 26 games, he's hitting .371. I know you love how he goes Oppo Taco a lot. He's been doing that tonight with the base hit and the double, but this shouldn't come as no surprise. Career in the month of June, he's an over 300 hitter, Dougie.
Pretty incredible. I mean, I love watching that dude go opposite field. Another guy going opposite field a ton. Standing at the plate right here, Yandy Diaz.
Yeah, Yandy 2 for 3. And a base hit the other way, 3 for 4. So he reached Lucas Erceg with a base hit the other way.
He heard me. You heard me yelling from the well. I don't, you know, maybe you guys can explain it to me. You throw outside corner to Yandy Diaz, you're going right into his wheelhouse. I mean, he loves going to the outside, the opposite field. He drives that ball better than just about anybody in the big leagues. That's where he makes his living. And you hang a slider to him, I mean, that's easy for him.
Yeah, you know, so where you ask yourself then, well, where do you pitch him?
Right.
And you can get him with the fastball in. But how many guys are comfortable, number one, pitching in and able to repeat that and do that a couple of times during the course of an at-bat? Yandy bets the house on, yeah, you're not going to be able to do that.
Chop to third, scoop there, out at second, out at first, started by Lofton. Massey in the middle, 5-4-3.
Well, our All-State Good Hands replay, you take a look at this play right here. Ray's trying to continue to add that pressure, but that's not the case. A little short hop there by Lofton and get it over to Massey. And there you go, finish it off. Erceg very appreciative of that. Pitcher's best friend, there's a reason why it's called that.
Now Junior Caminero.
The catcher's challenging strike calls is ball call.
Well, that fastball initially called the ball, and it's challenged.
Calls overturned, pitches a strike. Kansas City has one
Just
remaining.
enough for that play to overturn it.
Yeah, and he's apologizing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
You got to see Junior's face. He's like, really, man? Really? You're going to do this to me?
Cut on the fastball. Take a look at the conversation there.
There it is. Yep. He's
really,
like,
you're going to do this?
Come on, let me have it. 22.
Line there. That's a fair foul ball. Boy, I'll tell you. Called foul. And Caminero thinks it was on the line. He said, hey, wait, I saw some chalk dust fly.
From my angle, it looked fair. Ooh.
Wow. Just foul. Junior slowly back to the plate with a 2-strike count. Junior's going, what did I do here to deserve this at bat?
You got me on the strike and the challenge.
Yep.
Now you got me on the ball down the line.
Oh, man. Strike 3 call.
The batter's challenging.
He's going to challenge it.
This is going to go poorly. It's going to be a bad AB for Junior.
And there it is.
The call's correct.
It's
Tampa
a strike. 3 pitches. And boy, what a tough at bat that was. Wow. 5-2 Rays.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's number 10. If Rays pitchers strike out 10 batters during a home game, visit CanesStrikeout.com to redeem a voucher for a free Busch Gardens ticket at any Canes Furniture location within 5 days of the game.
Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. Earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases. Terms apply. Well, the Rays hold the lead. It's 5-2. We're moving into the 7th. Homestand continues. looking for a win over this Kansas City ball club after dropping the first two. Kevin Kelly follows Griffin Jacks and Cole Sulzer to the mound. Nick Lofton, the third baseman, leads off. Kelly strikes him with a strike, and boy, that's been a big part of the secret of his success, throwing quality strikes.
Boy, look at the run he's been on here at the Trop. 18 innings, no runs, no wall. Oh, I mean, how about this?
Yeah,
no
don't say it.
How about it?
The development of that changeup has been it's been a game changer for him.
Could not agree more. That really has been one of the stories, one of the storylines of this staff as a whole. You know, a season ago, they were just over 11% usage as a staff, and they've basically almost doubled that usage this year. And you've got all the guys that throw changeups are throwing it more, and some guys that didn't even have a changeup have developed one. Kelly being one of them.
I think the best thing about it is he can go right on right, left on right, doesn't matter.
I mean, and how about that? Just pick it up and go to 23%.
He missed down with that one. The count is full. We'll have another 3-2 pitch. Time granted. Soft looper into left, but it's going to hang up, and Simpson is there to make the catch. Simpson coming straight in, and that's the first out. And boy, coming out of that bullpen, you want to get the first out.
Yeah, and you get that. This is the key, I think. I think that Chandler just slide and dive at everything. We'll never have another issue.
There you go. Pitch is down. Back Caglione. 2 strikeouts, reached on an error in the 5th and scored. One and one. Well, there's a great comparison of these two highly talented young men. Caglione 23, Junior 22.
About to turn 23 here pretty soon.
Yep.
July the 5th. And then we've got 6'4", 6'1", 250, 220.
What's the reach?
You know what? We could throw on bat speed. They have 2 of the quickest bats in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, no doubt. 2 of the more intimidating batters when they get up to the plate and how far they can drive the baseball. You want to know how good this dude is up at the plate? He was throwing 100 miles an hour from the left-hand side. Got drafted as a hitter in the first round.
2.
There you go.
Bat speed's not bad either.
The fact that those guys make solid contact is the key.
And a ground ball. Williamson at second takes care of that. 2 up and 2 down. In the 7th. Then let's check the exit velocity on that.
Yep. Look at that. 113 mile per hour ground ball to second. Little 4-3.
Just a casual ground ball.
Yep. I'll tell you what.
He's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Well,
he's going to be a good one. That's right. Pitch to Perez is a strike. You know, we saw Caglione hit those 2 home runs last night. Also had a single and a 3-hit night. He had a series against St. Louis earlier this year. 3-game series. He had 4 home runs that totaled 1,676 feet.
That was the series coming into this one.
Yeah.
That was this past past weekend. Yeah.
Right. Ground ball. Perez is out of there. 1, 2, 3 they go. It's 5-2 Rays. Hyundai. And there's part of the Robinson High School flag football team, state champs again. So congratulations to those young ladies.
Little it. Love the flag football for the girls, and it is picking up around the country. You know, obviously it's a big deal down here in Florida. Little Harper and Baker right now.
Yes.
And they're at flag football camp.
All right.
And
wow.
yeah, they're loving it. Harper getting some work at wide receiver and quarterback.
Yeah.
I could see BA out there as a coach. You know, hoodie cut off, Bill Belichick style.
Sleeveless.
Of course.
And well, grounds to short. New pitcher, by the way, Daniel Lynch, the 4th. And he gets relayed to ground out. With a left-handed bat to face the lefty.
There is the arsenal of Daniel Lynch, the 4th. 2-seam fastball, a changeup, slider, 4-seam. So you have those two together. 44% heater, but he splits it up. And then changeup, slider.
It's the ball down. One. Last worked on the 19th. Scoreless inning against St. Louis. 2 balls and a strike. Hopper down the left field side, angling out, walking from third, and he makes that catch. 2 gone. Join the movement. Be a part of Tarps Off territory at Tropicana Field. Grab your ticket at section 139. Bring your energy, cheer on the Rays, get loud, get rowdy, and help fuel the Rays wins. Secure your spot today at RaysBaseball.com. /Tarps.
What do you think about this guy going that way?
Hey, listen.
Tarps off.
Listen, the boys in the truck obviously put me on the camera right after that promo for a reason. I don't think we're going to get that. I don't know, fellas. First of all, I can't match the energy. They've been standing up, waving their shirts for the last 4 innings.
Well, I mean, and the people in the truck think you are fully capable of doing that and more. They have confidence in you.
Anything for ratings.
That's right, buddy. I love it. I love to buy it.
Oh, man.
Williamson fouls it. It's a 2-strike count.
Hey, Doug, this is what I will tell you. This is what I will tell you as a good friend. If they get you out into Tarps Off land, I'll go with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, now you're doing it on. This isn't.
Now listen, we may have to take a couple of months, to hit the circuit.
You just saw me
things.
eat fried rice and chicken.
I'm not talking tomorrow.
Okay, so give me some time to train.
Yeah, I'll get your training in for tomorrow for you.
As in start cardio, I gotta go, boys. I'm off right now.
There you go.
I'm heading to the treadmill right now, if that's the case.
Fly ball into right, caught by Raven. It's a 1-2-3 inning. Did that inning just happen?
It did.
I don't know.
We go to the 8th. 5-2 Rays.
BA thinks we're going to be sitting out there soon.
What a beautiful shot that is.
Yeah, a lot better when it's got that tint of orange too.
Yep.
Yes. You know, I think a big difference in day games. Feels like a lot more natural light.
Yes, you're right.
There's no doubt.
Yep.
During tomorrow for the nooner, it will be very bright in here. No question.
Man, I'm glad you reminded me that's a nooner.
A nooner. But roll and go, baby.
Yeah. Richie would have been solo on that pregame.
I wonder if I'm in the pregame tomorrow. I usually get
we'll
written
get you
out
in there.
Yeah, why not?
Come on. Hey, it was a good one today. It was a doozy. That hit you had today. Boy, Dwayne, you should have heard it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the replay when I go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on.
Fancy
Hey, Ducky, this is what I tell you. When I come rolling in tomorrow and I go on that pregame show with you, it'll be just a few hours removed
from
the doozy that was today.
Oh.
I've been just a couple hours previous.
Very, very good point.
I was doing my jumping jacks and my stretches.
Wow, okay.
Getting ready for the day. Getting ready for the day.
Oh, man. Don't go watch a pregame. Dwayne, you don't need to see the hit anymore.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize. I mean, I heard what you guys said when it was the end of my segment, but when I saw the booth kind of empty out, that's when I thought, okay, there's some people here envisioning things they should.
Yeah. I can't unsee it.
And I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Thank you, Dwayne.
is on the mound.
By the way, that was our first meanwhile of the year, and he saved it for a wonderful time.
Well deserved, Dwayne. Captain the ship.
2 strikes now on Collins. Clevenger got the ground ball from Matsey. Collins with a 1-2 count.
Yeah, you have kept the meanwhiles to a minimum this year.
You don't want to overdo it. Down to short. Walls is there. So 2 gone. Well, make your favorite players all-stars. Scan the QR code to cast your 2026 Konami eBaseball MLB All-Star Ballot daily, or visit MLB.com/vote. Lane Thomas will pinch hit. Sitting for John Rave. Rave a left-handed bat. And Thomas announced as the pinch hitter with Clevenger on the hill. And since the Rays scored back in the 3rd inning, you win free cheese curds. Redeem the offer in your Delicious Rewards account for free medium cheese curds with Culver's purchase. Valid through tomorrow at participating Tampa Bay restaurants. That's a strike. Thomas is in the leadoff spot in their lineup for the game last night. 1-1. Clevenger's last outing was an inning against the Nationals on Sunday. And he just missed a little wide there. 2 balls and a strike. Down and off the plate. It's going to run the count to 3-1. Going to go full. Meisner on deck. Barrel back. Rays jumped out with a 3-run lead, a 3-run 3rd. Added 2 in the 4th. Kansas City scored twice in the 5th. It's 5-2 in the 8th now. And a swing and miss. A 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Clevenger. 10 strikeouts for Rays pitching tonight. Back in a moment.
Behold the DQ.
Rays TV is presented by Union Home Mortgage. Well, the Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the 8th inning. First timers out there. And here is Taylor Walls to face Beck Way. Pitch is fouled back. So Way in the game last night for an inning. Hopper, left side. Tolbert out there from shortstop to make the catch. One gone.
Well, let's go back and talk a little bit about Griffin Jackson. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. Let's look at the swings and misses. He had 13 of them, and you see right here he had 8 on that changeup, and you can see the command of said changeup. And this one even here, down below the zone. That's where you want it, in that quadrant that's away from those left-handed hitters primarily. That's what he is going, that's the area that he's going to with that pitch, and he was really good with it here in this ball game once again. The velocity differential, not that much. His command of it, a lot. It's really, really good. That's why that pitch is, continued to trend upward for him.
BA, I'll go one step further. It's not just the location, but the location of misses, right? When he missed, everything was down.
Yeah.
Nothing in the middle of the plate with that changeup.
Yeah, and if you are, if you're going to miss it, and if it's going to catch a lot of plate, if it's down, you got a better chance of keeping that hard contact in the yard. And look at his last 4 starts, 20 innings, 2 earned, 4 walks, 21 strikeouts. You just can't do it any better or any more efficient than he has. And even tonight with that pitch count getting a little high, he was hurt with that extended, at bat where he walked, and then there was the error on the ground ball up the middle. There was the error on the liner to left field, and that all pushed that pitch count up probably higher than it should have been. But he showed no, really, he showed a lot, being able to pitch that strongly, that deeply, and that many pitches.
And there is ball 4. Simpson taking off for first base, drawing the walk.
That's the last thing you want to do with Chandler Simpson. Bad enough he gets on base, but even more so because you put him there. And so now you've got a twofold problem. You got a problem with that guy that's in the box, and you got a problem with that guy over there at first base.
Cortez swings and misses. He's been on twice, hit by a pitch in the 4th inning. Scored a run, had the infield hit, and scored a run in the 3rd. Runner takes off, pitches a strike, and in head first. Simpson with his 2nd stolen base of the night. Gives him 19 on the year.
Yeah, 5th stolen base in his last 5 games. And off he goes right there. Times it up nicely. Gets that high leg kick from Way, and
you can just see the confidence coming back to him on the bases, can't you?
100%, without a doubt.
Get thrown out a few times, get a little gun shy for there, and steal a couple bags, and you remember how quick you are and how good you are on the bases.
Cortez skies it into short center. That is the 2nd out. And almost as high as it was deep. Simpson still in 2nd, and top of the order, Yandy Diaz. Now, not sure what the conversation was about there, but Yandy's set to hit. And that pitch is up and in. Ball, no strikes. One. The chopper third base side. Does he have a chance to beat it out? He will. Simpson loses his footing, rounding the bag at third. Managed to get back in there. And Yandy is safely aboard at first. Boy, a lot going on for a little tap like that.
Right. Well, you got Yandy that smells infield hit. And then you've got Chandler Simpson and his speed come ripping around third base. Or Orlando Health slow-mo replay. The high chopper, bare hand do or die play. Lofton cannot come up with it. And Tolbert trying to get back and try to get a tag on Chandler as he rounded that third base aggressively and went down right there.
Well, Yandy has a 4-hit night. Infield hit right there. So 4 for 5 tonight for Yandy. The Rays have been at first and third for Johnny DeLuca.
Hey, listen, it's still just a 3-run ball game.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It'd be nice to tack on at least one more here. Maybe not have to go to Baker.
DeLuca fouls it back. Johnny DeLuca doubled in a run in the 4th inning. Tap down to third. Throw to second. Nancy receives the throw from Lofton, and the Rays leave a couple. We go to the 9th, 5-2.
Do you know what's in original Tropicana Pure Premium?
Presented by Union Home Mortgage as we go to the 9th. And we'd like to thank Doug Wechter for joining us from that perch down there field side, and he'll be headed to join Rich for Rays Live, the post game. Doug, thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. I'll stop by the tarps off section, make sure they got some room over there for us all.
Yeah, well, listen, take a Sharpie because they'll request for your autograph, you know.
Permanent marker.
That's right. There's a lot of tarps off territory to sign out there.
Well, I appreciate it, boys. Thank you guys for having me on.
Fun.
Love the Wechter Wednesday.
Well, here in the 9th inning, Cameron Meisner has the leadoff duty, and he is 1-1.
Catcher's challenging the ball call.
Pitch close there. The Rays are going to challenge it. Sooner or later, they're going to have to come up successful, and this is the time they do.
Tampa has 1 remaining.
So the count will go to 1-2. Baker against Meisner. Colbert due next. And then Jensen. Although Josh Rojas has moved out on deck. And a swing and miss on a changeup. Boy, what a nice pitch that was. And Baker picks up the first out in the 9th.
Well, he's got a nasty changeup that plays off that fastball so well. In fact, that's the majority of the time. That's how he's getting his outs, between those 2 pitches. And he uses them almost the same amount. So these hitters have such a hard time. You know, that fastball's coming in 96, 97, that changeup 84, 85. And they just get caught in between regularly.
Rojas looks at a strike. And a long one to right. That ball is well tagged down the line and is gone. That's going to make it 5-3. Boy, a launch there by Rojas in a pinch hit roll.
Wait till you see the location. It was a changeup that started in and just rolled to the middle of the zone. Watch this. Trying to go away. Yep.
On a platter.
Yep. There it is. It just floats middle, and he was not fooled.
Now Carter Jensen. The ball. Two balls, no strikes. Now a strike. 2-1. And now he dropped a changeup in there. And it's 2-2. Baker picked up his 19th save Friday with a scoreless ninth against Washington. 19 saves, second in the American League. And he misses wide right there with the hard stuff at 98. And a swing and foul tip strikeout. So he gets out number 2. Both outs coming on the strikeout. And the Rays have a dozen strikeouts tonight.
Well, he just rears back and powers a fastball, top of the zone, catching a lot of the plate.
Well, here is Lofton. Early and fouls one. Well out of play. The Rays dropping the first 2 games of the series to Kansas City. Trying to close this one out. 1-1. And a foul ball takes the count to 1-2. The Rays scored 3 in the 3rd tonight to take the lead, and they have led the entire way. Jack, Sulcer, Kelly, Clevenger, and now Baker on the hill. And the 1-2 pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fly ball into left. That's going to be caught by Chandler Simpson to close this one out. And the Rays win this game. A 5-3 final. A home run in the 9th inning. A solo shot, but that was it for Kansas City. And the Rays win 5-3.
Well, how about our Advent help plays of the game? Yandy Diaz with a 4-hit game. Goes down, gets the breaking ball, lines it out into left field. There's the changeup, gets it outside, drives in another run. A couple of off-speed pitches, couple of hits, another off-speed pitch. Now he takes it the other way. And then how about the infield hit to top it off? Lofton has an impossible task to try to get the big guy going down the line. And he's like, yep, we're going that way, and I've got 4 of them, baby.
Well, Griffin Jacks will get the win. Baker picks up his 20th save. A 5-3 final here. 2 hours and 32 minutes the time of this game. For Brian Anderson and Doug Wechter and Ryan Bass Dwayne Stats, hope you've enjoyed the telecast. Be sure to stay tuned for Rays Live, the post game. Rich and Doug will be along for that. We will see you tomorrow afternoon. It's a 12-10 start for the wrap-up game of the series against Kansas City. We'll see you then.